Good morning, St. Columbus. Well, I am recording this on November 4th, the night before at about 8 p.m. It's a late one. I just want you to know time and place. This is a message coming from the fog. But I thought I would send a brief update on my travels. Some of you know that Tuesday, actually Monday night, I drove up to Pennsylvania to spend all of Election Day as a poll watcher in Delaware County, just outside of Philadelphia. I got to the polling place at 6:30 in the morning. I left a little bit after 7. And as a poll worker, I was forbidden from politicking. I was there only to report the length of the line or whether there's any problems in the polling station to alert officials that might need to send resources there. But there was a Democrat group and a Republican group there politicking, and it was so interesting. Of course, it being a polling place, it being a neighborhood event, I would say. So there was long lines from before the poll opened till about 11:30, and then it kind of trickled out to a steady stream. But that during that entire time, I would say that 1 in 4, maybe 2 in 5 people were greeted by name by either someone from that Republican group or someone from that Democrat group. And it was an incredibly, it went by without incident. It was very kind, a very friendly neighborhood family feel to it. I got to figure out who was related to who, how they knew each other. Many of them went back decades in that neighborhood. And then at about 2:30, 3 o'clock that day, a woman, a daughter, and a mother drove into the parking lot. And the daughter was very old, was pretty old, and the mother was even older, of course. And as it took them several minutes to get out of the car, the mother was incredibly weak and frail. And 10 steps away from the car, she started to go down. And, just like a parable, someone from the Republican group ran over and someone from the Democrat group ran over to help steady her, to get her over to a bench and sat her down. After a minute, she said, I know about that Biden guy and I know about that Trump guy, but like, what else is going on? I don't know anything else. So they both gave her literature to read, and as she asked questions, it was nice. They helped her get in, and then it was very clear that she was not going to make it out. So they found a folding chair, and they put her in. And literally, one of the Republican guys and one of the Democrat women like lifted the chair out and because they couldn't find a wheelchair, and took her out. And of course, someone like commented, they're like, hey, the Democrats and the Republicans are like helping each other out. What's going on? It's like the end of times. And both of them, there was like laughter and kind of high-fiving each other. And then I like chirped in from the back. I was like, I said, if all politics were local, we would have no problems. And there was like, yes. Anyway, so at the end of that day, the sun was setting, and we stood. I've got a picture of it. The sun was setting. It was a gorgeous sunset, and we all watched it together. And from that moment on, after we helped that woman back into the car, it was like we were all involved in the same project. Same thing, different points of view, same project. And it was glorious. And I left there like my heart soaring and just so optimistic, having paid close attention to the polls. And then this is a message from the fog, because it was like a few hours later when all that came like crushing down. And this morning just felt like physically sick. And I don't know if that was every other person, roughly half of America is up for another 4 years of this administration. I don't know if it was that or the sense that without the Senate, we wouldn't be able to tackle very serious issues like voting rights or the environment, or any other number of issues where this is where I am, all over the place, as I sure so many of you are. this night. We just finished our conversation about Martin Laird's book on contemplation and silence and prayer and centering, and that is how I ended today, and it was a welcome relief. Um, so you all are in our thoughts and prayers as we muddle through this, as we go down this roller coaster into an unknown future. We are a church and a community. We will be with each other as we go through. I hope you find moments for prayer and quietness and in such a stressful, ongoing situation. This Sunday, where do we go from here? That is literally the topic for the forum that Ledley is hosting with some parishioners. Please tune in, come in for the conversation as we get through this together. Peace.